Yes, okay. A warm welcome to all of you who have joined us in person and also all those who have joined us through Zoom. I, Dr. Amruta Garud, on behalf of Dr. Bhanuben Nanavati College of Architecture, welcome all of you for the pre-screening workshop which is conducted, under the Capable program. Capable is capacity building in built environment, sustainability research. The primary goal of this workshop is to introduce students to this research capacity building opportunity, which has materialized as a result of a collaborative effort between 3 prestigious academic institutions and an industrial partner. The project aims to develop a program to involve young researchers through micro research grants for undergraduate and postgraduate students. A cohort of 20 undergraduate masters, mix of undergraduate and masters, students from disciplines related to energy, sustainability and climate change with equal student representation from India and UK will be selected for the research project. The 3 partnering institutions are the Liverpool John Moores University, United Kingdom, and from the India side, we have Indian Institute of Technology Bombay, IIT Bombay, and Maharshi Karve Stri Shikshan Samsthas, Dr. Bhanuben Nanavati College of Architecture. Our industry partner is Pune Construction Engineering Research Foundation, PCE RF. Yes. So these are the academic institutions and the industry partner which have collaborated under this project. The funding agencies are from the UK side. It is UKRI, which is UK India Education and Research Initiative. And from the Indian funding agency is SPARK, which is a scheme for promotion of academic and research collaboration, which is under the Ministry of Education. Now I'm proudly presenting the team behind this project. So from UK side, we have the principal investigator, who is Dr. Anupa Maneva, UK principal investigator. She is a senior lecturer at School of Civil Engineering and Built Environment at LJMU. She is a chartered quantity surveyor for the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, Institute of Quantity Surveyors, Sri Lanka, and also in Australian Institute of Quantity Surveyors. I welcome ma'am to this workshop. Okay. Just a minute.
Recording in progress.
Okay, sorry. From the Indian side, the principal investigator is Dr. Bakul Rao. She is a chair professor for sustainable development and technology at the Center for Technology Alternatives for Rural Areas, Sitara at IIT Bombay. Professor Bakul has more than 28 years of experience in rural development, impact assessment, technology development for sanitation, wastewater treatment, fecal sludge management, and soil remediation, including comprehensive life cycle assessments. Here I would also like to mention that Professor Bakul was my PhD supervisor at IIT Bombay. So this collaboration between IIT Bombay and BNCA is very dear to me. So I welcome Bakul ma'am here again. Yes. Dr. Mohan Srivardhana, UK co-investigator. So he is also a senior lecturer at the School of Civil Engineering and Built Environment, LJMU. Professor Mohan has held academic positions at various, at University of Moratuwa, Sri Lanka, University of Salford, UK, also at Robert Gordon University, Aberdeen, UK, covering undergraduate and postgraduate programs related to surveying, construction, project management, and energy sectors. He is a fellow of the Higher Education Academy at UK. I welcome Dr. Mohan also for this screening workshop. Now, I would like to introduce our Indian co-investigator, Dr. Vaishali Angar. She is an architect, urban planner, working as an associate professor at Dr. B.N. College of Architecture. She is associated with academics for more than 18 years, and her research interests include housing, urban redevelopment, urban planning, adaptable building use, etc. Addition to this team, we have two mentors from BNCA, which are Dr. Sujata Karve, who is heading the master's program master's program of environmental architecture and planning at BNCA, and myself, Dr. Amruta Garud. I'm in charge of GIS Bhumi Research Lab at BNCA. So this is the team behind this research project. I hope all of you have understood or have received an overview of this project. Before we get into the specific details, what exactly is going to happen in this project, how students are benefited, I would request Dr. Kashyap, our beloved principal, to kindly come on the stage to inaugurate the project website. I also request Vice Principal Dr. Sharveya Dhongde and Dr. Vaishali Angar to kindly join him here for the inauguration. Thank you. I also request Dr. Sujata Karve to please join us on the stage. Yes. Yes. It's a digital, okay. Thank you so much, sir. I would also request you to kindly say a few words to encourage us to take this challenge. Yes, thank you.
Dr. Anupa, Dr. Mohan, Dr. Bakul Rao, Dr. Vaishali, Dr. Amruta, Dr. Sujata, Dr. Sharve. So I take opportunity to inaugurate this website as well as congratulate all of you for taking initiative in this endeavor. And I'm sure that research will be promoted, and basically everybody has observed that there is a gap between academics and industry or profession, and somewhere we have to bridge the gap, and such projects, they are definitely going to be helpful in bridging the gap. So I'm very happy that BNCA is working on such student-centric projects, and they will become profession ready or industry ready. So I wish all the best to all the team members, and I sincerely thank Dr. Anupa, Dr. Mohan, and Dr. Bakul Rao for giving us this opportunity to work with your team, and I'm sure that this project will be definitely very successful, and we'll be able to get the desired results out of this. And I also appreciate Dr. Vaishali Angar's efforts from our side. So I again wish all the best for this project. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for these encouraging words. Now I request Dr. Vaishali Angar to kindly talk about the course outline and the expected outcome of the project. Vaishali ma'am.
Thank you, Amruta. Thank you, Kashyap sir, for your kind words. And I welcome and thank Dr. Anupa, Dr. Mohan from Liverpool John Moores University, and Dr. Bakul Rao from IIT Bombay for collaborating with us and joining us today for this pre-screening workshop. As ma'am has Amruta ma'am has already elaborated that this particular course is meant, or it aims to develop the research capabilities for UG and PG students for research in sustainability and in specific to circular economy. And this particular project will enhance the knowledge exchange between UK and India team through the Students Mobility Program. So Students Mobility Program is kind of a highlight of this project, and it involves 8 months course. So as you know by now that this particular course is developed by Liverpool John Moores University, UK, IIT Bombay and BNCA. And industry experts will also get involved in offering some modules through this particular project. PCRF is being our industry partner since a few earlier projects as well. So 8 months long course will be a combination of online training as well as face-to-face training. And there are the mobility program that includes is 3 weeks long face-to-face training in India and BNCA in December 2024. And there will be 3 weeks long face-to-face training in UK in Liverpool John Moores University in June 2025. So a cohort of 10 students will participate in this project from India side, and it will include students from BNCA and students from IIT Bombay. And there will be 10 students from Liverpool John Moores University who will be selected for this project, and they will participate in this project. So it will give you an opportunity to interact with your peers from different disciplines. Students from the architecture, real estate, as well as quantity surveying, construction, management, will participate in this project, and you will get an opportunity to collaborate with students from different disciplines. So there will be 2 teaching modules in this particular program. One will include research methodology and other will be modules on the circular economy. So as students, particularly undergraduate students, might not be aware of what is circular economy and what is its relation with sustainability and how it relates with the construction sector as a whole. You will get to learn through theoretical modules its relevance, and you will also select topics to conduct research on topics related to built environment with regards to circular economy. So particularly the research methodology module will include some modules related to literature review. You will also get to learn about scientometric analysis, then methods of data collection, quantitative and qualitative analysis. And the highlight of this particular project is you will get hands-on experience or hands-on workshops with regards to some softwares that are used for research. Say for example, you will get to learn about referencing software like EndNote, qualitative analysis software like NVivo, and quantitative analysis software like SPSS. Since you are expected to publish after conducting the research, you will also get to learn about technical writing, data representation skills, and also verbal communication skills, because you are expected to present your research in the international conference which will be organized as a part of this particular project. The circular economic module will involve certain theoretical models related to the aspects of circular economy, like elements of circular economy, system thinkings related to circular economy, life cycle assessment, material science, innovative green business models, policy framework in UK as well as in India, and how stakeholder engagement and social aspects are important to make the circular economy successful. It is not just about the theoretical models that you will get to learn in face-to-face learning or online mode, but it involves a lot of hands-on training, as I said, with regards to software learning. It also involves some hands-on workshops and visits. So you will get to learn about lead rating and BREEAM through workshops. So introduction to lead rating system will be conducted at BNCA, and BREEAM rating system or certification will be introduced by Liverpool John Moores University. We will also have hands-on workshop with regards to bamboo construction in India. And there will be 2 visits to IGBC rated buildings in India when there will be face-to-face training here in BNCA. IIT faculty will also get involved in teaching modules in online mode as well as in face-to-face training. And there will be 2 visits to BREEAM certified buildings in UK. So there will be this combination of online and face-to-face training, and there will be some site visits. There will be lectures by industry experts, and you will get to interact with industry experts as we will appoint some industry experts related to your topic to guide you on those topics. So if you look at what is the outcome of this particular project, and as a students, if you participated in this project, what will you get as at the end of this particular project? So you will get an opportunity to participate in the international conference and present your papers. So your technical writing skills and verbal communication skills will develop through this particular project. And at the end of this project, you will also get your research article published in the international conference proceedings. If you come up with a very good research article, we aim that all 20 articles get published into referee journal book. And in the second year of this project, we aim to publish a book related to circular economy and its relevance in the built environment. So the tangible outcome of this research will be publication, and these publications will be in these 3 formats: conference proceedings, referee journal articles, and a book. So as a students, what kind of skills will get developed? So your research skills will be developed. Definitely, you will develop your communication skills, written and verbal. You will also get to learn in the team, because you will collaborate with students of IIT and also LJMU, and during the process of discussions and these modules, the critical thinking ability will be enhanced. The mobility program will especially offer exposure to different academic systems, because you will interact with national and international faculty. You will get kind of adapted to their teaching styles, and you will get to learn about international practices and cultures. So this particular program will offer you adaptability, tolerance, and also appreciation for diversity and inclusions. This is about the course outline. You will kind of get introduced to the concept of circular economy and its relevance by Professor Bakul Rao, and then you will get to learn about what could be the probable research topics. So these are broad topics, and then you will select some topics adhering to those themes for participating in this particular project. And Dr. Amruta will guide you about how to go about participating in this particular project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vaishali ma'am, for this brief understanding how to participate and what all benefits students will be getting. Now I request Dr. Bakul Rao to kindly brief students about the concept of circular economy and its relevance to sustainability. Over to Bakul ma'am.
Thanks, Amruta. But is there any way we can get a glimpse of who is the audience?
Actually, ma'am, the camera set is only here at the podium, but we will probably have
Like, if you can give us an idea of how many students have turned up.
okay, there are roughly 50 students who have turned up. It's just if possible, I can. We will
Okay.
ask our
Yeah, yeah,
technical
sure.
team to show you the audience. Meanwhile, probably
Yeah.
if you could.
So, yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah. So, let me take this opportunity to thank Dr. Amruta and Dr. Vaishali for approaching. And of course, we never expected this project to come through. I would like to thank Professor Anupa and Dr. Mohan, for we know the times when we actually put across this project in a hurry, and we were not expecting this project to come through, and it was quite a pleasant surprise that this project came through, and this is a great opportunity for us as well, not only for the students but also us researchers in the field, that it's always nice to learn with good collaborations, and we are really looking forward to this. Yeah. Having said that, I've been asked to talk about the concept of circular economy and its relevance to sustainability. So I don't have a presentation per se, but I would like to talk about the concept of circularity. If you see the history of it, at least in India, in the 60s and 70s, whatever came out of the industry, was thought to be at the end of the pipe, whatever you put out, the wastewater or the emissions from the air or the waste which came out, was having done something, whatever is remaining, I don't need it, so put it at the end. So the philosophy of thought was that of end of pipe treatment. Having said that, slowly in the 80s, late 80s and the 90s, the concept of cleaner production word, so these are all buzzwords which come up with time. So the word which came up was cleaner production. So the whole idea was that why do you let out something at the end of the pipe and then treat it? Because then you have to pay for that treatment. You might as well come about and do cleaner production. You produce it clean in such a way that there is less waste which is produced, so that you don't have to treat it. Yeah, having said that, in the 92 we had the Rio conference, which brought forth this concept of sustainable development. The first time it was used was much earlier to that, but it got a kick in the Rio conference, the word sustainable development. And while everyone knew that we have to develop sustainability, and that's where the concept of time was first understood, or first not just understood but put forth, and everyone accepted it, that if you have to be surviving and if you have to thrive, then the concept of time, it has to come in. And at that time the thinkers felt that it's not that we have inherited the earth, we have borrowed it from the next generation, the future generation. And this buzzword of sustainable development came about, but only to realize that what is sustainable development? I mean, what can you define under sustainability? So all the time what we were thinking was economic sustainability. Then people said that you have to think about environment, and so you bring in environment. And the third component is that of society, where so you would see those three circle intersecting, and then you say at the center is sustainable development. Only to realize that it is not so. It is not the intersection of economy, environment, and society. But if you have to see that the economy lies within the society, and society lies within the environment. So larger concepts have come up, that what is it that can be actually be outside the environment. And over the last 30 years, if you see, many concepts of what is sustainable development or what are the tools to measure sustainable development have come up. And so the thing is, people started realizing that it is not we are not going to bargain one over the other. one cannot exist without the other, and everything is linked, especially the challenges which we see in climate change today. You will slowly realize that we are one earth. There's a lot of linkages, and earth functions as a system. If you disturb one part, the other part also gets disturbed. If not in the short duration, in the long term it is going to have an effect. So the idea of systems thinking started coming up, and that's where this concept of what we should do to bring sustainability into these while understanding the systems approach has come up. And there are a lot of tools which take thinking towards life cycles, because the significance of time. So there's a spatial component and there's a temporal component to the way we develop as a nation. Yeah, so these thoughts have come up, and newer tools. If you see, there are a lot of tools which will talk about sustainable development. But in this course, we'll eventually look at one which is very crucial, that is the life cycles approach. So, as a word, as you can understand, it is throughout the life cycle of that product or that process we are talking about. So this mindset that the whole problem is because of industries is long gone. It is subsequent to that we had the Millennium Development Goals, and if you see a lot of things, the world could not meet the Millennium Development Goals because in many places India didn't achieve Millennium Development Goals, especially in the area of sanitation. Subsequent to that, in 2015 onwards, we have the Sustainable Development Goals, and India is a party to it. And we have been pushing programs to make India towards sustainable development around that. And if you see among the 17 goals, there are a lot of it which actually are, the theme of this project is towards meeting that goals as well. So especially the Sustainable Development Goals number 12, which talks about sustainable production and consumption. That's where the first link has come up, that it's not just the industries which are causing all this problem, it is also we as consumer. That's where we as consumer, what we consume actually drives the whole production scenario. And if I don't consume something, there will be no one to produce it. It's not that someone produces it so I consume, but it is also what I consumed drives what will be produced. And if I as a consumer insist that it has to be friendly, eco-friendly, and it has to take care of the society at large or the social issues at large, that's how the business will also turn around. And that is the beauty of SDG 12, to make a person realize that the problem starts from me, but the solution also starts from me. And it's very crucial that, especially in the built environment, with all of us happening aspirations of having a secured home. Yeah, so interestingly, we recently came out with a statement saying that someone has to provide sustainable housing to poor people. So as you're aware, government has a lot of programs for providing houses to the poor. So someone suggested that we should give them a house which is bamboo oriented. So the whole question is that, is bamboo sustainable? Bamboo growing, is it sustainable? Is the housing out of bamboo sustainable on one side? But at the same time, the poor, what are their aspirations? I don't live in a bamboo house, but do I expect the poor people to live in a bamboo house is the question. So will that bring in sustainability, that I live in a pakka house or a house made out of concrete, and whereas I prescribe something to the poor people that you live in eco-friendly houses or you. So there is always this debate of saying what is right in this field. So while learning circularity, while learning sustainability, you will also be faced with these challenges as to what is good, because you are trying to balance out not just the economics part of it, but also what society needs for its development and also while preserving the environment. So this project is very interesting for us as well, and I'm sure the students who will work under this will come out with a large and very innovative, not just designing it, but also checking out whether it's sustainable using various tools. Yeah. So, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Bakul ma'am, for this insightful discussion about sustainability and circularity aspect. And I hope now students have understood what exactly is the underlying concept. And ma'am, we are trying to get visuals from the audience, and I think by the end of the session we'll be able to show you that as well. But we are really happy to have you here to discuss sustainability. Thank you so much once again. Now I move back to the presentation.
So, can I add one?
Yeah, sure.
So, Professor Vaishali has sent me the image, and it is mostly girls. It's really nice to see. This is led by women. It's a women team. It's really nice to see that.
Yes. We are so Dr. Bhanuben Nanavati College of Architecture for women. So it's all women in power here. Okay. Share. Now I request Dr. Anupa and Dr. Mohan to kindly brief students about what are the potential research areas in the circularity in the built environment that we will be focusing under this project. Over to Anupa ma'am.
Thank you. Can
Ma'am,
you hear us?
yeah, ma'am, I'll be sharing the presentation from here. So if you could instruct me whenever you wish to move to the next slide, I'll be doing that.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Bakul. It's really insightful points. So it helped me to carry on my discussion as well. And thank you very much, Vaishali, for organizing such a great event. And thank you everybody for joining us today. So I'm really impressed about 50 of you are here to attend in this event. Thanks a lot. So coming into this circularity in built environment. So Bakul, she talked about how the circularity links with the sustainability. And my part is take you to how the deep, going deep into circularity in built environment. Because you, me, everybody works in built environment. It's a construction project or any assets that are built. And then we are working in such a project and how we can help different parties to make it more circular, more sustainable. So my part here is to talk about some elements of circular economy and the built environment. And what we did, we have identified 4 main areas, main themes, and we may ask you to do some research in those areas. So we identified 4, next slide. Yeah. 4 main areas that's structured into a micro level. For example, the material levels. Think about you are working in a building industry, the building, either in building or the infrastructure project. So the starting point, the material selection, how we think about the circularity of selecting materials. There are a variety of materials in construction, thousands of materials. Some are emitting lots of emissions to the environment and they are harmful. And how we can prevent by using those things in sustainable way. So that's in the very micro level, the material levels in the construction sector. And then it's in the product level. That's very important. So my job role, I'm a quantity surveyor, and we are talking about the costing side. But you are the designers. Architect's perspective is really important. So your thoughts are really valuable when we designing any products. How we can make this one in the circularity. Just put in that one. In today's is a buzzword in UK. So the circularity is buzzword and the digital technologies. Those are two key buzzwords in UK construction industry. So whole industry is trying to change, do this change in product level, process levels, and society level. We are trying to convert how we can achieve these sustainable targets, sustainable development. And the second theme is about the infrastructure or the design side, either building, infrastructure, or any construction assets. How we can think about sustainability and circularity. And the third element, the third theme is the urban or the society level. How this circularity will impact the society and how we can provide the social aspects, what Bakul told about, that the three pillars of sustainability, society aspects. And the final things we are thinking about the policy level, the economy level in the country like UK and India. Towards the policy level, how we can integrate some policies, how we can change our existing policies to make our society more sustainable and more economical. So that's the main key areas, key elements, or the key themes when it comes to circularity in built environment. And we had a discussion, myself, Vaishali, and Bakul and Mohan, and we identified some key topics. Because at the end of this project, you may supposed to develop some research papers, as well as our target is to print those things in the book publications. To make alignment with those areas, so we selected those 4 key themes. And under each theme, we produced some 5 of those topics. If you are interested on those topics, so please select one of those things and read around the literature and what's happening, what is the current gap in the knowledge and those things, so you can produce some really valuable research proposal. And then we can assess those things and we can go ahead of those things with our knowledge, our understanding, and we can support you with our area of the sustainability and circularity, as well as the digital technologies. So the first thing is the material and circular economy. That's again in the micro level, you can select any type of material. As Bakul said again, is a bamboo is very popular in India and the UK. We have some alternative. The timber is very popular. How it impact? You can talk about anything. It's not the technological part. It's the impact, economy, or any sides you can talk about, but it needs to be aligned with the circularity side. So I'm sure you are understanding the circularity. Earlier we had the linear thinking, cradle to grave, so starting to end. Now we are thinking about the circular, that's like a circle, the cradle to cradle thinking. So the system thinking, how the stakeholders thinking has changed depending on those requirements. So the first element is a material and circularity. I'm not talking about those things in detail, but we can have a consequent chats about these things later. And the second one, it's about the product level. Next slide, please. So next one is quite important, is the building or the assets level, or the assets level or the process level. You can talk about how we can integrate the linearity. We can select either any industry case study or any literature related topics or any some survey based things. So you can do any type of thing. You are flexible to do things. And meantime, you can bring your ideas as well. We are very welcome your ideas as well. And this is the third one, is the digital technologies. You know, we have integrated digital technology because it's quite important at the minute in the construction industry. And the third one, please. Next slide, please. And the next 2 themes is the urban and society level as well as the policy level. What are the current policies? In the UK, we have the circularity white papers and the policies, and we are trying to inject those policies in the existing policy levels, and how it impact the community and how how the society will benefit through the circularity, either costing or the environmental emissions or the healthcare, anything. So you can talk about those things. So these are some tentative, some not the concrete topics, but you can change those things. Think about these topics and check which one you like to carry on, and then you can select 10 of those topics, and then there are 10 students from our side, John Coast University, and they will do that similar type of research in this side, and then we can think about the way forward. Do you have anything to? No. Okay. So I have covered this. So those are the key points, and thank you very much for your participation. So we will have the continuous meetings probably starting from next month onwards. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for briefing us about the various. Okay, I'm muted. Thank you so much, Dr. Anupa, for briefing us about the various research opportunities that could be taken up by the students under the project theme. Now, I hope all of you must have started thinking about potential research areas. Probably I'm interested in doing this or that, or probably I could explore this topic. So stay with that thinking for a while, and read about it. If you have any questions, you are free to contact any one of us. And so if you are interested in applying for this project, let me first talk about the eligibility, because it's not very okay. So eligibility for this is that you have to be enrolled in undergraduate or postgraduate course of architecture or technology. You preferably should have a good academic record, but let me be very clear that we are not saying that only the students who have good academic record are eligible for this. If you really have interest in research, and if you are really if you really want to explore this theme, you're free to build a research proposal and apply for this project. So you should have good writing skills, because I think all of you have understood that the ultimate outcome of this project is to come up with a good research publication. And one more thing, because this project also involves face-to-face training in UK, so a valid passport till July 2025 is a must thing, because that is also a part of this project. So if you are interested, you have to visit the Capable website, where there is a registration form which is given. I will quickly go through that form, because then if you have any questions, you will get answers for that. So this is the website as we saw. I hope all of you are able to see that. Okay. So when you say register now, this is the registration form, in which a brief understanding about the whole project and themes that we discussed are mentioned for your reference. You are supposed to give your necessary details, name, email, and everything. Okay. After that, put information regarding your institution, course of study, your expected graduation date you are supposed to put. So if you are in if all of you are in 4th year, so you will put as 2026 as your graduation date. Here right now we are expecting you to give us a tentative topic. So it's okay, it is perfectly fine if you have not really thought about every aspect of the research that you are proposing, but give us a proposed research title, so that it's better for us to do screening, and proposed abstract of the proposed work. Okay, abstract for the proposed work, so tentatively 500 words. So when you're filling in this form, make sure that you have your abstract ready with you, which you can copy paste here. And then there are some questions which are regarding motivation and how does your proposed research aligns with this project, and declaration. So that's it. Right now we do not expect you to give us or send us any other details. So it's for the preliminary screening, we expect you to come up with a research proposal. I hope I have made it very clear. Is there any question? Or you would like to go through that form, and if you have any questions, you will come back. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Let me come back to the PPT. Okay. So with that, we end with the workshop, pre-screening workshop. And thank you so much, everyone who have joined us here in person. So thank you so much for the research and architecture faculty of PNCA who have also joined in here. Of course, master's students and undergraduate students who have come in person. I would also like to thank students from IIT Bombay who have joined us through Zoom. Thank you so much. Similar instructions are applicable to you all as well. So you have to go ahead with the registration form that is available on the website. And thank you so much, Dr. Bakul Rao, Dr. Anupa, Dr. Mohan, for joining us for this workshop and for giving overall understanding about the Capable project. I would also like to thank our IT team, our technical support team. Without them, this would not have been possible. Thank you so much, Dr. Charve Dhongre sir and Dr. Sujata Karve for joining us here. And thank you so much to Tanaya, who is also helping us out in this project. So thank you so much, Tanaya. She's our 5th year student. And at the end, thank you so much, Vaishali ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to be part of this project and to take up research in this particular domain. So thank you so much, and I end this session here. So is there anything that anybody would like to speak from who have joined online before I end the session?
Did any of the students have any questions, or they have understood everything?
Okay, any questions? I saw a couple of them taking pictures of the potential research areas, so probably something is going on in their mind, but not really. No question, right? No, none as of now. Yes. Okay.
Okay, I'll just add one point. Those who are present here, if you are really interested in participating in this particular project, and you think that, okay, I can work in this particular research area, which have been explained by Dr. Anupa. So you can come up with a broad idea. So when we say that you have to put in title in this Google form, it could be a broad area. If you want, you can discuss with BNCA faculty, IIT students who would like to register for this particular program. They can discuss their topics with Professor Bakul, and then they can finalize something and then prepare their abstract and apply for this particular project. So once we receive all the applications, we will screen them and we will select 3 students from IIT Bombay and 7 students from BNCA from UG and PG departments. So based on the project proposal that you write, we will be screening the students for selecting for participating in this particular project. So even if you have any queries regarding participating in this particular project, BNCA students can approach Amruta ma'am, me, or Sujata ma'am, and IIT students who have joined online, they can contact Professor Bakul Rao. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. It was great having you all here. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amruta.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks.
you. We'll be sharing pictures on our group soon. Yes. Thank
Thanks.
you. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Band. Ma'am, just give me a minute.